What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a very special Cleveland Guardians video for you guys, as it's been about 24 hours now since the Guardians went out and claimed Lucas Giolito, Reynaldo Lopez, and Matt Moore off of waivers from the Los Angeles Angels. And as you'd expect, the general reaction from the other fan bases on Twitter kind of mixed. Most were shocked, as were us Guardians fans, as you can imagine. But then, of course, you had the fan bases that absolutely hated it. And as you can imagine, one of those fan bases was the Twins, because, believe it or not, they actually put waiver claims on the same players that we got. Now, another fan base that wasn't too happy was the Marlins, because, like the Twins, they also put in waiver claims on the same three players. Now, for those who don't know how waivers work, let's take a look again at the waiver order. Now, the Guardians, at the time that this graphic was made, sat in 10th. Of course, they had taken 2 of 3 from the Twins, so I'm pretty sure we moved down a little bit after this graphic was made, because I'm pretty sure this was made during the Twins series. But yeah, we moved down a little bit, but we were still ahead of the Marlins and way ahead of the Twins. For those who don't know how it works, the higher up in the waiver order you are, the higher priority you have. So for instance, we claimed Giolito, Lopez, and Moore, so we were able to get them because we had higher priority. Like the Reds, they got Harrison Bader and Hunter Renfroe, which tells you that the Guardians didn't put a waiver claim on those guys, because if they did, we would have got them too. That would have been the most greedy thing ever for the Guardians to get almost every single player put on waivers. At least we, saved some players for everybody else. I mean, we could have easily hogged every single player, but no, I don't think we would do that. But yeah, safe to say, not everybody liked what we did, especially in the national media, because of course, after we did what we did, we now have national pundits out here trying to say they need to change the rules and, change the way they do it. Now, I tell you one thing. If the Twins would have gotten Giolito, Lopez, and Moore, they would have had no problem with it. But because we got them, oh yeah, all of a sudden there's a problem. Yep. I mean, we're only 5 games out in the AL Central. What's stopping this team from absolutely going on a tear and stealing the division from the Twins? Not to mention, we still have 3 games against Minnesota coming up. Now, of course, we got to deal with Tampa. They got to deal with Texas. Who knows? Maybe we take 2 or 3 from Tampa and they get swept by Texas. And what do you know? We're right there on their doorstep, heading into that series. Of course, the Twins do have a rather easy end of the season schedule, whereas ours is pretty hard. So, yeah. But as you can imagine, people liked what we did. And do I really care? No, I really don't care. I like to see these other fan bases cry. Makes me laugh, especially rival fan bases. Yeah, I like to see them suffer. And I'm sure White Sox fans are going to be definitely feeling dirty, especially if they just so happen to turn on a Guardians game and they see Giolito or Reynaldo Lopez pitching. That's going to be weird. Because remember, at the beginning of the season, they were on Chicago. And now, here we are, September 1st, and they're Guardians. Probably going to get, at most, probably 4 outings out of Giolito. Probably going to see a lot of Lopez and Moore out of the pen. I don't think Tito's going to put them in the rotation, but we'll see. But I like what we did mainly because, of course, we have 3 rookie pitchers, 2 of which who are rapidly closing in on their innings limits. So we got good pitching depth, And I believe I mentioned this before too. Look what happened to Gavin Williams. All right, he got hurt. If that happens again, we have pitchers who have been starters before, and Lopez and Moore, who can go quite a few innings and hold it down for the bullpen, to save their arms. That's what's cool about that. I mean, Curry too. So we have some arms that could go the distance if needed. Hopefully, we don't have to worry about that. To mention, Bieber and McKenzie might be coming back. But could you seriously imagine, real quick, guys, if the Guardians somehow, some way, slip into the playoffs? Imagine the rotation heading into the wild card round. Now, they could go one of two ways. They could throw their ace caliber pitchers at you, that being Bieber, McKenzie, and Giolito, or they could go the rookie way and throw Bibee, Williams, and maybe Allen at you and save the three ace caliber pitchers for a possible ALDS series. Man, imagine that. That would be crazy. Or they could even put like Raylo or Moore in the rotation for like a game or two just to save the rookies. It's hard to say what they would do. But of course, we got to get there first. Now, of course, 5 games seems like a lot, but it really isn't. Especially with how baseball is. The Twins could fall flat on their face again, and we could get hot. Now, of course, the Guardians haven't had one of those long ass streaks yet, where they get hot out of nowhere and make things fun. That tells you that it could happen. Or they could continue to derp around for the rest of the season, and we wind up missing the playoffs. But what I do know is we're at least going to make this last month fun. Because for those who didn't hear, Tito Francona's been teasing possible retirement. So, of course, we're going to try to go out in a blaze of glory, go out with fists flying. We're not going to go out with a whimper. We're actually going to try to make a push for the thing. And that makes me happy. Now I want to tune in to Guardians games to see what happens. Of course, tonight they're on Apple TV, so I probably won't be watching, but I'll be listening for sure. Not to mention, Glass now against Quantrill. Oh, probably not going to go well. We'll see, though. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see when Giolito takes the mound for the first time. My guess is they're probably going to have him facing the Twins. But I would not be shocked if his first game as a Guardian is against former Guardian Aaron Savale. Because that's where it would line up. Last time he pitched was the 28th of August. So it would line up pretty much perfectly. Now, that would be weird. Like, imagine back in April, you see Savale on the Guardians, Gio on the White Sox. Fast forward to September, Gio's a Guardian, and Savale's a Ray. Like, huh? But I know a lot of people were mad at the Guardians for doing this. And they saw what we did at the deadline. Yeah. They were so sure that we were done for. And yet here we are, still alive. So we'll see how things go in the final month, and hopefully we make things very interesting. Now, as of now, I do plan on streaming Gio's debut with the Guards, but we'll see how it goes. So with that being said, guys, I'm Crazy Dog, and I will see you later. Go Guardians, and I'm out. Bye-bye.